Hi, I'm Boris Tanaka, and every few months there's a local company called Pacific Color Graphics that basically prints onto all different kinds of products for other companies' promotions. So they'll do things like t-shirts, boxes with printing on them. They even made signs that you see in AT&T Park in San Francisco. And so every few months they come to me and ask me to photograph some of their things that they've made to put on their website. And so they've just given me a whole bunch of things, t-shirts, a big sign to use in front of video game stores. And I thought I'd invite you in for my shooting of one of their more interesting products I've seen. And it's a chrome keyring. If you can see that there. So that's a really cool thing. It says Lexus on one side and says something else on the other. Inversion, I think. I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, so I thought it'd be a good chance to show you how I photograph something that's chrome, really shiny. I did a video a while ago about shooting silverware. And, you know, I showed you how that has a lot of challenges because you're not really shooting the silverware, you're shooting everything that surrounds the silverware because it's all shiny. It'll be a similar thing here, although this is a little simpler case, and I wanted to show you what I do. Now I really want this to appear chrome on the website, not just white or whatever it's reflecting. So, but I also don't want a lot of black lines on it because it's such a simple object, and it has the word across it, so I don't want the black lines of whatever it's reflecting to interfere. So I really want a nice even reflection, but I don't want it to appear white. So what I normally do for that kind of thing is I make the top edges of the object very white. Then I make the main body of it sort of a light grayish, and then the bottom of it to be basically black. And so that gives the viewer a real good impression that it's an actual shiny chrome thing. So I'm going to show you how I am going to achieve that with this, and that starts with this. This is the Alien Bees B800 mounted inside of a softbox, and I've got this radio popper remote in the back that's going to trigger it from my camera. So that'll be supplying it's facing directly forward, and I'll be shooting from over here. And so that's going to provide the light to provide that white top edge, and I'm going to have it at a pretty high power to do that. So what about the gray medium part? Well, for that I'm going to use a flash from above. It doesn't have to be quite as powerful, so I'm just going to use a regular strobe. Where did it go? Oh, a Canon 580EX, but I'll set that up in a minute because I need a diffuser for it. Now, so what I've done, and you've seen this before if you've seen my other videos, just a rectangle of PVC with some PVC legs on it, very cheap from a hardware store, and I'm going to put that here. This is going to be my diffuser stand. A lot of times I use cloth, like a bed sheet or something like that. This time, because I really want a flat, even reflection, I'm going to use this piece of semi-transparent acrylic. And so I'll just put that on top. This is something I got from a local plastic store really easily, just cut to size. I've gotten a lot of these that are clear that I've used for food shoots, and I'll just put a piece of colored paper underneath so I can shoot the food on different colors or patterns. And those are about $20 for a 3 foot by 3 foot, or about a 1 meter square piece. This is also a 1 meter square piece roughly, but being translucent white, it actually costs a lot more, about $60 US. So you really want that thing to last. So this is my diffuser. Now, this is my 580EX that'll be providing the light gray body, also fired by radio popper, and I have it on a light stand. I'll just put that above here, as close to it as I can get, and I have it set to a pretty wide zoom, and Let's see, what power do I have that set at? That on at 1/16 power, so fairly high power. But this is also it's a translucent piece of acrylic, but it's not that translucent, so it does cut down on a lot of light, and it'll make a really nice diffuser. So let's see here. Let me load up the flash card, CF card on this camera, 580EX. Sorry, that's the flash. This is the Canon 5D Mark II. Gonna turn on the Alien Bees, and I'm gonna turn on the 580EX and the radio poppers. Okay, now let's see if it all works. Good. I'm going to take this out and put it out here. Hold on, I'll need to clean it. I'm noticing some dust on it. Okay, so I want to photograph this to make sure. Test this again to make sure that I can see the Lexus symbol on it. It should appear darker than the rest of the body. So let's give this a try. This is more of a portrait shaped object, so I'll hold this sideways. And I have this set to 1/125th of a second. A little bit on the slow side, but that's because I'm using the Alien Bees, which is kind of a slow flash. So you gotta. The maximum sync speed is effectively a little less than the rated 1/200th of a second, which is what works with a Canon strobe. Here we go, let's try this. Get the focus here. Now this is the Radio Popper Studio, so I can actually control the power of the Alien Bees through these dials on the transmitter. So I don't actually know how much power it's set to. That's something we just got to try. Okay, here we go.